All right, welcome to the second half of plagiarism and how to avoid it. In the first video, I talked about copying the words of someone else without proper citation. In this video, I'm going to talk about the second two types of plagiarism. The first is appropriating ideas or research of somebody else without proper citation. And the last is submitting one of your own papers for more than one class. So, that first one I just mentioned that I'll talk about here is appropriating the ideas or research of someone else without proper citation. So you can plagiarize ideas. This is the example of how you could do that. So I'm going to go back to that same passage I used in the earlier video. So people who invest in financial markets often rely on highly trained advisors to help them set goals, determine acceptable levels of risk, and decide among varied investment options. The plagiarized passage, this is my, I would have to say, beautiful beautiful paraphrase from the first video, but I've forgotten something, and that is I haven't put the in-text citation at the end. So even though I put this in my own words, it still needs something or else it's plagiarized, because Collins needs credit for his ideas and his research. We can't just go around stealing someone else's ideas and research without giving them credit. That's their livelihood. It's the same thing as stealing a table from a carpenter. So we want to make sure that we give that person citation. All right. The last kind of plagiarism I want to talk about is resubmitting one of your own papers for more than one class. So this could include things like retooling a high school research paper for a college class, writing basically the same paper for two classes during the same semester. The third is submitting basically the same paper two different semesters. All right, so the way to avoid this is the best option is to write a new paper. You're a different person than you were in high school when you wrote that high school research paper. You've learned some things. You're a more critical thinker. Take the skills that you've acquired since then and get the most out of your college education that you're paying so much for and write a new paper. That's what you should do. With that said, sometimes if you talk with your professor and you're honest about wanting to submit the same paper in two different classes or papers on the same topic, sometimes they can make an exception or tell you how you can tweak your paper to make it fit into the parameters of the assignment without plagiarizing. So if you're going to try to do it, at least be honest. Don't try to pass it off as something that you didn't do. All right, so that is all of the advice for today, and I look forward to talking about this more in class. Thanks.